vlog. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a full day of meal prep, and these are going to be toddler focused recipes. So if any of you are not familiar with my channel, I have a 13-month-old daughter named Luna, and we like to modify our meals so that they are appropriate for her instead of trying to make two separate meals, one for Andrew and I and one for our daughter. It's just a lot easier to just make one meal for all of us. The meals that I tend to make are usually pretty simple, things like steamed veggies, tofu, and noodle bowls. But for this video, I wanted to try some new recipes, something different than we usually eat. And so the recipes that I am going to share are a little bit more complicated, but I really enjoyed making them and they came out so delicious, and it was just nice to add a little more variety to our diet and for Luna. But I just wanted to say that I do not advocate for this complicated of meals each week. It would be way too much, at least for me. But I hope this video inspires you guys to try some new recipes and get out of your comfort zone. I know it can be really easy to get in a rut with food, especially with kids. I feel like before I had Luna, I didn't have as hard of a time coming up with recipes that I wanted to make during the week. But now having her, I find it a little bit more difficult, and I think part of it is because there are a few limitations in what she can have. For example, like we try to avoid a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, and so some of the recipes that I used to make a lot, I can't make anymore, and I don't know, I've been finding it really difficult. So it's been nice to do some research and find some toddler friendly recipes that I can adjust a little bit to meet the needs of our family and get a little bit more variety in our diet. So the first thing that I started with that was actually the most time-consuming recipe was a vegetable lasagna. So the lasagna recipe that we use is pretty similar to a regular lasagna recipe, except the ricotta mixture was made with cauliflower. The meat sauce was a mixture of onion, carrot, mushrooms, and vegetarian corn crumbles with tomato sauce. If you're vegan or you don't like corn crumbles, you could replace them with Beyond Meat, Impossible Meat, or brown cooked lentils.
Want some water? Luna, do you want some water? Have some water. The lasagna is currently baking, and now I'm going to move on to the next recipe. I'm sorry about my throat. I am still sick and my throat just got really bad and scratchy. Made myself a cup of tea in hopes of healing myself, but I don't know. Just feel like I've been sick for I just feel like I've been sick for forever. So it has been a rough month. Anyways, I recently came across this recipe for vegetable tarts on a toddler website, and I thought that they looked really good and I'd give it a go. It's something that Andrew and I can eat also. The only thing is, they call for puff pastry, and the puff pastry that is available to me at Walmart, they only have one brand and it's not very healthy. It has a lot of stuff added to it. So I am attempting to make a rough puff pastry. So it's just an easier version of a traditional puff pastry. It is still a little time consuming. So I'm going to start that now. It takes 3 hours in total, but most of that is just chilling in the fridge. It needs to chill for 2 hours, and then you fold it again, and then you put it back in the fridge for I think another 25 minutes, and then you can use it. So I'm gonna get started on that. I know that this is extremely extra, and I usually don't make this complicated of recipes. Of course, when I finally decide to film some toddler recipe ideas, I choose the most complicated recipes, but these are all new recipes to me and they look really good, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more variety in Luna's diet and try to find some stuff that she really likes. I feel like we're in a little bit of a rut right now. She is sick, so I don't know if it's because she's not feeling well or if she's just going through something, but she has really been struggling eating. She does not like to sit in her high chair anymore, and I really regret not buying the Stoke Trip Trap high chair, because that one is, I'm not sure if it is recommended by Montessori, but I know a lot of Montessori families use it, and it's nice because you can push it up, you can change the height of it and push it right up to the table so they can eat at the table. Also, a lot of Montessori families utilize weaning tables for their babies, and I wish that was something we had started with Luna earlier, but I think we're gonna start now. She's really hates being in her high chair, and she's not eating very good, so yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle. So hopefully she likes these recipes and maybe she'll eat better this week, I'm hoping. But anyways, let's get started on this puff pastry so that we can get it in the fridge and let it cool for the appropriate amount of time. So I discovered that I made a mistake with my dough. I did not fold it 100% correctly. So I got the first part of it right. I folded it into thirds so that the two ends met in the middle, but you also have to fold it again. So I'm just gonna do this really quick before it gets warm. So I folded the two sides to meet in the middle, and then you're supposed to fold this like that. And that's what creates the lamination for the puff pastry. Anyways, that's chilling. It's gotta chill till like 5:30, and it's 3:45 right now. So I'm going to start on our breakfast, and I'm going to be doing a cottage cheese pancake, and it is technically a toddler recipe, but there's no reason Andrew and I can't eat them as well. So just to make things easier, that is what we're gonna have for breakfast Monday and Tuesday, all of us. Hopefully they're good and we like them. So we recently got a new frying pan. We had been wanting to move to stainless steel for a while now, and it's taking a bit of getting used to. Most things I don't have trouble with, but today the pancakes were sticking like crazy. It was a disaster, so I had to switch over to my non-stick pan. If anybody has any advice for cooking pancakes or eggs on stainless steel, please leave a comment below because I could really use some help. Looks so dark in here now, but the pancakes are done. They are not the most beautiful pancakes I've ever made, but I tasted them and they're really good, so I'm happy that they taste good. I'm just gonna package these up and put them in the fridge, and we'll have them for breakfast, I think Monday and Tuesday. This should definitely last us. It is 4:45. Luna just woke up from her nap, so I think I'm gonna take a break right now, and we're gonna take Luna outside for some fresh air, just play in the snow a little bit. It'll be good for us too to clear out our lungs. And then when I come in, I'm gonna finish off the puff pastry. So for this step, I was supposed to roll and fold the dough 5 or 6 times in a row, and not only was I messing up the folds, but I think I let the dough get too warm, which caused the butter to melt a bit and therefore impacted the layers and rise of the pastry. It still came out delicious, but it wasn't super puff pastry-like, so I'll have to work on improving my dough making skills for the future. I topped the pastry with pasta sauce, cheese, and a bunch of different finely chopped veggies like onion, broccoli, and peppers. This was a really nice slow day of cooking, and it was fun to experiment with some new recipes. All the links are in the description if you'd like to try them out yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more meal prep content. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week.